Twice runner-up, twice, 3 times. You know, he's won nearly every major race on the planet, except to our friends in America, your famous race, the Kentucky Derby, and our famous race, the Melbourne Cup. He's won them all except this. Is this his year?
Well, this is the first time he's ever had 5 runners, not only in this race, but in any major race anywhere around the world. So if that doesn't tell you how badly he wants to win this race, then I don't know what does.
And the lead-up form for his performers is quite incredible as well, including Huey in the Gold Cup. These are the Godolphin Blue. He was a good winner of the Geelong Cup.
He was a good winner. He burnt the candle at both ends. He was unable to look quite as impressive as Oceanographer, who finished 3rd in that race. But the way he made his own luck had to impress you.
Jamaica, the Caulfield Cup winner. His famous father, Greg Hall, won the Cup on subby. Nicholas trying to win his first. Our Ivanhoe for Lee Freedman, trying to become the most winning trainer in Melbourne Cup history as well. And Craig Williams in the Gold Cup, trying to win a Jockey's Grand Slam. They're moving in. Any last thoughts? Any thoughts that may be a winner for us?
Oh, look, David, the grandstands are full. Over 100,000 people will be here today. Over half that crowd will be their first ever time to the Melbourne Cup, because Cup Day is a bucket list event. Cup Day is like nothing else, and so it's so important for these horses to have non-racing fans who are loving the occasion to remain relaxed in this atmosphere.
And for those of you watching us, this is our famous race, the Emirates Melbourne Cup. The country stops right now. Ring anyone in Australia, I promise you, unless it's an emergency call, nobody will answer the phone. And if they do, they'll hang it up quickly in your ear. We all stop to watch this moment. It's a world event, and you're watching it live with us as well on Twitter, a world first, a global broadcast for us. Greg Miles is the famous voice of the Emirates Melbourne Cup. And we're getting close to the time to go. Let's join Greg Miles for his call of the 2016 Emirates Melbourne Cup.
Thank you.
The Irish at Ledger winner will take the outside stall. Now Hartnell moved in. He's ready. Coming up is Heartbreak City. Drawn near the outside, in he goes. And Wicklow Brave will be the last one to move into the gates. He comes up now. And the field is ready. They're set for the Melbourne Cup. Racing. Hartnell jumped well in the middle of the line with Exospheric and Oceanographer. Secret Number jumped okay. Showing some speed as Big Orange down towards the inside ahead of Jamaica and Pentathlon. Rosa Virginia's pretty prominent as well. Now from the outside, Wicklow Brave. Well, Frankie's staying a very deep run, virtually on his own, right out wide on the course. Up there too is a sign. Curran Marotic's come over for Tommy Berry, actually ran to the lead. Excess Knowledge is there as well, and Huey is getting into a place just behind the leading bunch of horses. Who Shot the Barman's gone right back, and so too is Beautiful Romance. And as they settle into stride, there's about 7 or 8 right across the track here. Big Orange close to the inside, headed by Excess Knowledge and Curran Marotic. Out deeper is a sign, and the light blue cap has moved up now into 4th placing. So down to the judge, Excess Knowledge on the outside, narrowly from Curran Marotic, a sign. And then Big Orange, Wicklow Brave trapped out wide. Followed by Grey Lion just in behind them with Rosa Virginia and Huey 3 wide turning out of the straight. Jamaica about 4 pairs back on the inside from our Ivanhoe. Then came Secret Number, followed by Gallant midfield on the inside. Hartnell's next on the outside of Oceanographer. About a length and a half away, Heartbreak City, and then came Exospheric. They're trailed by Al Mandan a long way back in the field. Then came Bondi Beach from Al Moonquith. They were being followed then by Heartbreaks back towards the end as Beautiful Romance. Grand Marshal is back amongst the tail enders as well. Heartbreak City a long way from them as they go out towards the 1700 metres, and then Pentathlon. He's back towards the end of the field, and Who Shot the Barman was last with Sir John Hawkwood 3rd from last. As they made their way by the 1600 metres, Excess Knowledge leading narrowly. On the outside, Secret Number keeping him honest. They're a length and a half clear. Curran Marotic getting a lovely run on the inside of Wicklow Brave, just shading him now. They were 2 lengths clear from a sign, and then came Big Orange, a length and a half to Grey Lion and Huey together. 1.5 to Hartnell. He'd be about 7 or 8 lengths away from the leader. Jamaica's next on the rails when they go around the back of the course now. They were being followed at the 1200 metre mark then by on the outside is our Ivanhoe. A length further back in the field is Gallant, and then came Heartbreak City, followed by Oceanographer. Rosa Virginia's up about 7th or 8th outside of Jamaica. Well back in the field then came Exospheric down on the inside, followed by back behind them is Al Mandan as they run to the home turn in a fiercely run race. Next is Al Moonquith and Grand Marshal. Well back is Bondi Beach and Pentathlon, Beautiful Romance. Then Sir John Hawkwood and Sir at the end of the field is Who Shot the Barman. Coming around the turn of the Melbourne Cup now, and it's a secret number leading narrowly from Excess Knowledge. Wicklow Brave is under pressure when they turn in. It's been a relentless run, Cup. Who's going to be the last man standing? Hartnell and Jamaica peel to the outside. Here comes Heartbreak City letting down with a beautiful run too. Up the middle of the course, and El Mandan joins in. Heartbreak City and El Mandan race up to Hartnell. They look to free from El Moonquith. It's Heartbreak City. El Mandan on the outside. They've paired down to fight it out. Heartbreak City the inside and El Mandan on the outside. El Mandan and Heartbreak City. What a finish to the Melbourne Cup. El Mandan putting his nose in front of Heartbreak City. They hit the line. El Mandan won it by a very narrow margin from Heartbreak City. 5 lengths away was Hartnell third. Kiwi next over, followed by Who Shot the Barman. Beautiful Romance has made ground from El Moonquith, Exospheric, and then came back behind those was Big Orange. They're followed further back by Oceanographer, didn't come into it, nor did Bondi Beach, Pentathlon, Grey Lion, and behind them Excess Knowledge, followed by Jamaica, didn't run it out. Sir John Hawkwood towards the end of the field, so too is a Sign and Gallant. Wicklow Brave back towards the tail, and a couple more. Karen Brodix just walked over the line, and so is Rosa Virginia.
Oh, an incredible drive to the line. That's what a Melbourne Cup is about nowadays. The Emirates Melbourne Cup couldn't have a better grandstand finish. And what a moment for Karen McAvoy and the team. Robert Hickmott, Lloyd Williams Racing. Lloyd is here, I believe. Yes, he is. He is here today. The first time, I believe, he's come to the Melbourne Cup since 1996. And this man on his back, Karen McAvoy, the brother-in-law to Michelle Payne, who won the race last year. These are moments to savour. Karen wins another Melbourne Cup. Incredible finish.
Karen McAvoy, El Mandan. This horse, he got into the great form the last couple of runs. His confidence is sky high, and he's just come here and been too good.
He travelled like a lot. Hopefully played around there, mate. Geez, he travelled well. He speaks it, mate. Oh, how lucky am I, mate? It's just the elation. The elation's unreal, mate. He's been well prepared by Lloyd, and look, he won in October there and got into the race, and he just gave him a nice little freshen up. And typical of Lloyd, he knows what to do with these same races. Just a dream, mate. It's great to be part of it again. It's been my second cup.
As you say, Lloyd Williams, he knows what it takes to win a Melbourne Cup. This is number 5 for him, and when he showed up today, we knew the team was confident.
That's right, he was here for the race, and Stephen King gave me a call this morning, and King is a good judge, and he said, look, this horse is absolutely flying. So it gave me a lot of confidence. I said to my old man yesterday, I said, look, all we need is a good run. The more I look at it, the more confident I get. And geez, Sammy, it's just a dream come true. I'd like to thank Lloyd and Rob Hickmott for giving me the chance. I love these staying races. I love the Melbourne Cup.
You ride them so well, and Kathy and the kids are cheering on.
Yeah, Kathy's at home. Love you guys. Hope you didn't cheer too loud and the baby's popping out, but they're 2 older boys, Charlie and Jake. They went to school today, and they would have gained a few more mates at school. They're sitting there watching it at school there in Clovelly, so
proud of their dad. Well done, Karen.
Thanks, Sammy. Tell mate.
Well, Lloyd Williams is the winning owner, and Lloyd, I'm going to walk through the crowd with you and just start to give us some thoughts in regards to an amazing moment here as Lloyd Williams just hugging Rob Hickmott, who's been with Lloyd for such a long time and has presented him with another Melbourne Cup. Lloyd, excuse me, congratulations, another Melbourne Cup. And well, you've seen all the different changes in the Melbourne Cup. Where does this one sit?
Oh, it's high on the agenda, this one. As this horse, you know, had a tendon and he was broken down. No, it's quite emotional about this one. It's you know, the boys at Macedon have done a fabulous job of getting this horse back.
Keep in mind, he had had nearly 18 months off the scene. You had to rehabilitate him.
Yeah. No, he's, you know, we've got a great staff up there. Rob Hickmott leads that staff. And super what they've done with it. So absolutely super.
And to win a 5th Melbourne Cup, but to also do it with a big bunch of other owners and friends, does that make it a little different?
Yeah, well, you know, Nick, when we thought it had a chance, you know, after it won the Cummings, we asked the others would they like to come into it because we thought it had a real Melbourne Cup chance. So we popped them into it after it won. We thought it could win. So give them a chance to be in the Melbourne Cup.
I know you're emotional and you're very keen to lead your horse in. I won't rob you of that moment. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, history has been set. There is no person on the planet